Alrighty.
Okay. Alright, so got that going.
While that's happening, I'm just going to say, if we do help the town, we're probably going to get, what's it called? The town's probably going to like us a lot.
You mean
Yeah.
like a good reputation?
Yeah, that's the one.
A good reputation, of course.
I know. I said it wrong, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right.
Actually, what's everyone's alignment? I'm actually quite curious.
I
Neutral
don't
good,
have one.
Everyone's pretty much like good/chaotic neutral.
Well, I'm chaotic neutral,
neutral.
but I'm
Neutral
also
good.
a rogue assassin.
Well, funny enough, I'm the only lawful good here. Oh, splendid!
Yeah, you joined a band of chaos.
Well, originally I had mine as a lawful neutral, but I decided to switch it to chaotic good.
See? It's the chaos.
So, do I need to go to chaotic good? Okay.
Now,
It seems to be
I'm
the theme.
Oh, you guys will be chaotic good. I'll be the only lawful good here. Oh boy.
And I'll just be chaotic.
Chaotic.
Okay.
You ready to go, Dalt?
Yep, all good.
I was talking to Bob, but okay.
Oh, well, screw you too. Guess what? Bob, you're now married. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
It's okay.
Quick side
Okay,
note:
Bear,
inside
I'll
of a
call you
magic
Victor.
8-ball is usually a D20.
Oh, okay.
It
Was
used
it
to.
D20?
It was back then. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh.
was just sitting there looking at it because I thought there was more than 4 answers.
I was gonna say,
I thought
yeah.
it was 8 because it's an 8-ball, but no, it's actually got a D20 in it. Most of them.
Well, there you go.
The
I
more you
remember seeing
know.
like a TikTok or something about it ages ago.
1 second.
And yes, I'm ready to go, darling.
Oh, Cherry, yeah, I remember you. How you doing, buddy? It's been a minute. Okay, let's get into this.
Righty.
Let's go.
Okay, we have the music.
Goodbye.
Should we start off with the explosions again?
Of course. I'll mute myself.
Need a crow somewhere in there just in case Oni's still around.
Yes.
Car.
Done. Wait for it. There it is. Do that. Okay. So where we left off last. Oh god, the chaos.
We left off where we were all screwed in.
Indeed. After spending a time doing research about the cultists and what they could possibly lead to in the future, a couple of you spent your way traveling around Zadash looking for inventory items, all that kind of stuff. Eventually finding your way back to the tavern where you ran into the mercenaries, who they got belligerently drunk. And one of them dropped a bag with a certain dodecahedron item in it, which you guys, I feel like, pressured into pinching. As he's got up and fought to the death over a bag, yeah, all hell broke loose with this city exploding into flames. As you all got yourselves together, ran outside, yeah, the multiple city buildings were just on fire. There were guards running to and from, just absolute pure chaos. You all agreed to start running like hell to the stables, but shortly after you got going, you heard a very large sound behind you of something emerged from the ground, roaring like a giant worm. You could, it seemed like that looking through the smoke and the firelight. As you see that, you look to your left, you saw the Crown's Guard making their way up the street towards you. And then above you, the dragon decides to start flying in. And so now that you are in that position, I had an announcement I was going to do before we kept going. we'll quickly start and then I'll see if I can remember it. So you guys are currently mostly surrounded. You do have one street behind you that you could head down. But what do you wish to do? That's awesome, dude.
Question.
From memory, weren't you guys trying to head to the stables?
Yes, we were.
Yeah. So I say we take the street to our right that's free of anything currently.
Yeah, I guess
Is
just
it
behind?
things for the stables.
Or behind us.
Oh,
I don't know if it takes us to the stables, does it?
I'd like to stay and help, but I'll follow you guys if.
Let's ask the dragon for a ride.
I would love to ask the dragon for a ride, but I don't know if the dragon would.
Ah, he's friendly.
Yeah, friendly, semi-friendly. We could still piss it off.
He didn't kill us.
Yeah,
so that's a
Odin's
plus,
not here either.
He's still a
So now, on that note, before
Reza,
I
how are
forget, Mr. DM, was it decided who's in charge of Oni?
Well, we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay. Right.
Can I
Well-
be in charge?
Oh fuck,
No.
he's dead. Goodbye, Oni.
Yep, I'm dead.
Now,
Definitely
now,
not mine.
in a river.
Brother. What would I ever do to him?
now that,
Rob him?
I'm pretty sure you have played
Liam somewhere?
every party, Alf.
oh, now that my brain is getting going again back in the zone, I remember now. I was going to give you the option of what you want to do before you are thrown immediately into the shit.
Yes, I think it was unanimous that we are trying to escape to the stables, so we are running for our lives to the stables.
Okay.
Flee! Run for your lives! Run!
So you're all running?
Yeah, Bobby agrees too. He's laughing and smiling.
Okay. So as you... excuse me, hairball. By mouth. As you all begin to start moving down to the side of the street, the dragon above you begins to fly down lower and lower, but it starts to level out and start going forward. And you hear,
Get out while you can.
after hearing that, the dragon shoots forward, and given it a little bit of time, you hear another explosion from the ground further up the street from what you came from. You see another purple worm come out the time. It seems to be smaller as well during all this. The dragon shooting forward goes up. Honey, mute. Sorry, that's really off-putting. Hearing Bobby. So, as the dragon is now shooting towards these worms, very quickly. Okay. So sorry, I just had a brain fart then I was reading chat. Which I'll be with you 2 seconds, chat. Dragon goes over, unleashes this broil of energy at one of the worms. Just whoosh. The dragon just, you hear this. I know, terrible sound effects, but anyway. The worm to the right.
Better than I could do.
Yeah, don't worry, I nearly destroyed my voice
That's
doing that.
great.
The one to the right begins to, it looked like panic from what you can see up the street because you have a mostly clear view. It begins burrowing its way through the ground. Oh crap, where'd that go? Uh-oh, I lost things. What the hell? It's alright, files have just disappeared on me. There it is. There we go. So as this worm shoots back under the ground, it immediately begins heading into your direction, guys. But as it does, it manages to surface for a moment, and all you see coming towards you guys is this giant mouth just coming out of the ground with this circles of just razor sharp teeth. And in a flash, it manages to swallow Nimbus and Kasori before barreling back into the ground and going back under the city. Like, this happened very quickly, even though my description of it was very slow. So, two of your party have now gone missing.
They're dead.
I know who
No.
Nimbus is. Who is the other one?
Your bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to look for him later. We need to get out.
Nope, jump in the wormhole.
I'm jumping on the
Where
wormhole.
is the story?
I will say that the tunnel section that the worm had been digging through, the ground behind it has collapsed. It's not like it's not like a clear-cut tunnel you can just go through. It's all just sealed back over.
Yep, not going in the tunnel. At all.
Damn it.
I'm not
Let's
sure
go.
what we can do.
So
Other than
do you
just
all
run.
try
Like,
to continue running?
I'm gonna insist that we help.
I don't know
I'm
if the
gonna
dragon
get
told
it.
us to
Wait.
get out.
Yeah.
Have we actually met Ashes yet?
No.
Right. Okay, so is there a wormhole left from where the worm has taken off?
No. There's just a pile of like sunken in dirt. Like the tunneling section that was going through has collapsed.
Right, so we can't follow it through where it went.
No, not currently. And in this moment too that you are doing this, the dragon is, after blasting this worm, the dragon has gone down for the other worm and has begun attacking it, ripped it out of the ground, and it is just rolling with this worm. You've seen like a cat playing with a toy? Kind of like that. It is just throwing this worm everywhere, and the worm is lashing onto it, biting back on it. It is just this rolling fight. Kind of like a lizard fighting a snake. If anyone's seen those videos, it's a hell of a sight. So there's just like that street that the guys we used came from is just being destroyed over there. It is rolling monster fight.
Alright. I don't know about you guys. I've got an idea.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, I know
spit
you
it out.
can hear Bobby, but I can't interact and be muted at the same time. I'm trying to keep him as quiet as possible. He'll go to sleep soon. Okay, so I suggest maybe still continuing to the stables, because there is just too much chaos currently. We cannot follow where the worm's going currently. Sounds like it's going underground anyway. I have an idea. When I was chasing that hooded figure, it led me to a gate. We didn't really get to discuss much of it, where like a sewerage system that would have led under the town. I have a funny feeling it may lead to a whole system under the town there, but currently I think we're best getting to the stables and getting out and around if we can. So and then I feel that might be how we may be able to access towards where the worm may go, because if we can't trail where it is currently, trying to run through the center of everything is just going to get us killed.
So we're gonna head to the stables and regroup there.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Right.
Go to the stables, and then I've got to double check where the map is in Discord. Give me a second. But from memory, when I chased DM, correct me, is where we chased the hooded figure was down towards the south wall, wasn't it?
So what was that last part?
Where the hooded figure, I chased it towards the south end, didn't I?
I believe so, yes.
I have
that's
range
what
to
I
the
thought.
south written down.
Yeah.
Bear with me while I relearn how to friggin' operate my stupid Discord, because my brain does not want to even function,
I
so
will
I
say-
can go in.
I will say this: while all this is going on, the Crown's Guard are charging up to the street, directly towards where you guys are right now, looking up to the street as well, where those worms were. There is a number of Kryn soldiers, goblins, and some bigger entities running away as well. So you guys have time to make one decision about what you want to do before you're in the middle of a fight.
Right.
Run and never come
suggest-
back.
I suggest. I reckon we can get round. A quick question in timeout for a second. In the map you have put up for us that puts us where we are. And
Yep. Dal, you muted. I can hear you through the wall.
hello.
There you are.
Yeah, must have played up. Is the top of the map north?
Yes.
So the stables are south as well.
Yes.
Right. So if we head to the stables, folks, that should be down around the series system anyway. So to kill two birds with one stone and get us away from the main chaos currently. That's my opinion. But yeah. So that's my idea.
I've already said let's run.
I'm
Dragon
with
told me
Vanessa
to.
on this. We regroup, regroup the stables, and follow her plan.
I agree. And follow April plan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the stable.
Alrighty. So I'm at this stage. I'm too little to walk, so I'm flying. I am not walking. I am not toddling on the ground. Not in this chaos. I am flying my ass off.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of booking.
I think we are all moving as quick as we can.
All right. As you all begin to start hauling ass, now, this is one part where I'll stop the audio because, Bear, you missed out on this. If you guys are trying to full send it down to the stables, this will require a number of checks and or abilities to see if you can get through the city because there are battles happening everywhere.
Yep.
So, yeah, if you want to go that route, then we're going to have to do some roll-offs here to see if you can get to the stables safely.
Full
Yep.
send.
Now,
Yellow.
would that be a stealth check, or are we doing like performance?
Well,
or
it'll be
after that?
multiple ones, I guess, as the problems arise.
Well, this is where I'm introducing something kind of new here, and we'll see how well it pans out. So currently, this whole city is filled with soldiers, villagers going nuts, flames, death, destruction, bad guys, some beasties, giant things running around destroying each other. So trying to get from damn near the middle of the city down to the very south of the city is a shit fight. With all sorts of things and bad things happening. So what skills or abilities would you want to employ to try and get down there? And this will take multiple attempts.
Okay.
I'll say 6 rolls as a group.
All right, guys.
I've used my gust of the wind once to blow people out of the way.
Okay.
I was going to say, everyone, check what you have that can be used to benefit everyone.
Stealth is probably my best. Better than acrobatics.
Same for
or anything.
me.
Perception, survival, animal handling's about my best.
Stealth, sleight of
thanks
hand,
for using
persuasion, perception, deception.
Oh god, the only real good ones I've got plus above 3 is arcane or arcana. So I don't think I'll be useful in skill checks.
You can still just roll flat.
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but is there
Acrobatics,
anything that
deception,
people actually have as
deception,
characters
persuasion,
or
sleight of
anything
hand, and stealth.
that can be used?
I have gust of wind, so I could like
What's that?
pushing people out the way once. So it's I make a line of strong wind, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, falls in your direction. Each creature that starts to turn in the line must succeed a strength saving throw to be pushed 15 feet away.
Okay. What I'll say is, if you were going to do something like that, this is a new system, so I'm figuring it out too.
Yeah.
If you want to do something like that, okay, well, the rest of the party would have to make like an acrobatics roll. No, athletics, sorry, to make sure you can get through the area without tripping and falling, and then the person comes up and stab.
Okay.
I have a -1 to athletics.
Yeah, I probably don't have the greatest.
So yeah, if you just want to do it that way, we'll work it like that, just so it kind of makes sense. We'll
just,
fine tune this as we go, but this is how we'll simplify
Basically
a
the
lot
only
of.
useful thing I have.
Yeah.
Okay, I do also have a cantrip that may help with small distractions for small groups, but we'll just have to work it as we go, I guess. Take it as we go, really, I suppose. That's all we've done all along, so why not?
Okay, so for the first roll of trying to get to this other part of the city, who wants to do an ability or a skill?
What is it? Ability check?
No, to use an ability, or do you want to just do athletics and try and just run through it or something? Or did you try to stealth your way through? Like, there are different ways you can approach this.
Still.
Well, what's currently happening behind us in that street? What's going on? We know about the worm and the dragon above us and the soldiers around. What is currently happening around us that we're about to try and get through?
Well, currently, you're on a T intersection, basically. To your left is Crown's Guard soldiers. They are heading directly into your direction. To your right is the Kryn and their forces. They head directly in your direction. They're about 6 seconds away from you guys. So basically, you have one turn.
Is there so it's only T, so we only got left or right to go.
Yeah, you can either run towards the Crown's Guard, you can try and hide in a building, or it's up to you guys what you want to try and do. The road behind you is currently clear.
That's where we were heading behind us.
Yes. That's when you first started to get going, and then the worm swallowed to your party.
Yes. And then we're continuing behind us.
Yep. So what do you guys want to do?
I think in that aspect we should do athletics then. Even though most of our athletics suck.
I've got.
I have a +2 for athletics. Shush. My
I got a
stealth is my
-1.
highest.
I mean, we could try and stealth it.
Yeah. Well, if we want to stealth it, we can stealth it.
You can try.
Well, all right.
Like I said, this is something that's going to take a lot of fine tuning to get to work properly. I've never done this before.
Mm-hmm. But part of me is also like, there's a shit ton of chaos around us right now.
Yeah, and
I don't know if stealth. I mean, maybe stealthing further out, but maybe right where we are right now, like as he just said, we've got like 6 seconds, so one turn before we've got an army on us. Like, fuck stealthing, that's going to take too long. I think we should take the chance and fucking hightail.
So the best option currently for the current situation would probably be athletics.
Nope.
Yeah, I got just a +0 on that, but I still think that's probably our best option is to hightail. Because stealthing, I reckon, is just going to take too long. Like, it's just, yeah. Where are we going to stealth to? Like, where are we stealthing?
We don't even have a location.
Yeah, at the moment, we're just trying to get out. So I really think we should save stealthing till a bit later. But that's just
Yeah,
my
well,
opinion.
I'm good with either one. So whether we do stealth or we do athletics.
That's
We're on
what
timer.
that's what Bobby's going for.
You muted out again.
Yeah, I muted because he was being noisy and talking. I didn't
Okay.
want to interrupt. So that's where my vote is. I reckon we just hightail it. So go for an athletics or acrobatics or whatever it's going to be. So whoever's, I don't know if you agree or not, but that's where I reckon.
Time's
we
running
head
out. What
for
are you
our
doing?
first section. All right,
Sounds
I
so
do
like
acrobatics.
Roll.
I have a high one for that.
All
right, that's what we're doing. Who's got high? Is it going to be athletics or acrobatics, DM?
Well, depends what you want to do.
We're hightailing it. We're wanting to
Run.
run, sprint,
Okay,
take off.
full sprint. Okay. Roll athletics then.
Athletics. All of us?
Yes.
Right.
Natural 20 or 21.
Okay.
13.
Natural
13 plus
20
modifier,
or a
16.
19.
I'm gonna fall
I
on
got-
my
I
ass.
like these Baldur's Gate dice.
I got
I do,
17.
they're nice.
Okay. That counts
I
as
got
your
10.
first succession. Yay. 5 to go.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
as you are just fully sending it in this first one, you do hear behind you the clanging and battle has begun with those people that you did see. So you guys are just going for it. You do see the occasional arrows go flying past you, but for the most part, you are okay for the moment. As you're running past one of the buildings, there's a building up coming up to your side. It is currently on fire. You do see quite a large window in the front of this place. And you just hear doo, 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 doo. Graham, do you want to give us your best roar? Discord cut you out.
Cut out. Okay, was it just me?
That's just his
Do I have to
accent.
dis-
I didn't hear a Wookiee.
do I have to disable noise suppression to do that?
So as you hear a you see this massive entity just get full tackled through this glass, slam into the ground, and there's this big hairy form of a beast. You guys have never seen this kind of thing before, but on top of it, you see a very large battle axe has been buried into its chest, and a bald-headed dwarf stands up.
Oh, this is why I hate two-story buildings. So what are you wee lads and lads doing here? What are you doing?
Wait, who's talking?
We're trying to get the hell out.
Oh,
Oh.
good, it's war. You'll be at least a little bit helpful.
Well, I have been here for quite some time, so I know the ins and outs of this city. Where you guys need to be going?
We're trying to reach the stables.
Ah, that would be down south, correct?
Yes.
Might I throw a knowledge roll for the city, if that's alright?
Yeah, roll history check.
History check. Alright, so I need to roll a d20.
Correct.
Alright, so let's roll.
Your character does have if you slide your tab over, you'll have a history thing. You can press the button on that.
Well, mine. I roll a 3 plus 2. I have 5.
Okay, so. Alright, so you got a 5, okay.
Yeah.
I tried to think how to say it, but it's like you already said it. Alright.
Well, Well, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, my knowledge is a little bit far-fetched of my of the city. I think I wasn't here too long. My bad.
Yeah, it's very hard to make out the surroundings knowledge during the night, but the fact that everything is now on fire.
Yeah, I do say so. Sorry.
All the same, we all should be out.
So, do you all continue to head towards the stables?
I'm trying to figure out who's talking. I'm standing here looking straight and I see nothing.
Oh, you the bloody smartass, you tall lad.
Wait, what?
Look down.
Don't mind that.
Oh, I didn't see you down there.
Don't mind that one. He always has a smart mouth.
Someone had to
you
do
know,
it.
You know what? You're quite happy that I'm
His
sure.
brain is smart though.
Don't be looking anywhere you shouldn't be right now.
So,
Sure.
so you guys want to head off to the stables? Well, let's make heads off to the stables. Otherwise, we'll be caught in the middle of a fight that we do not want to be in. As you can see, of this battle axe stuck to my bloody chest.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get going.
Do you need
Welcome
upseats?
to the band of chaos.
Don't you bloody dare! I'll be fine catching up with you, wee lads.
Okay, for the second roll, what do you want to do? Or what skills do you want to try to employ?
Maybe
try-
stealth now they were like out of the direct. Like,
Well,
threat.
describe what's around us now. We've obviously, how far have we gone?
From where you were, I'd say probably about 100 meters. You didn't.
Okay.
You ran quite a bit, but running into Graham did stop you.
Okay, so what have we got around us? Like, what sort of obstacles are we looking around at the moment?
Normally that's a perception check. I'll just describe it. Basically, it's much of the streets are still quite they're fairly clear, whatnot. It's not like trees or anything falling over, that kind of stuff. But it's still like a lot of the buildings, whatnot. Everything is still on fire. There's roiling flames. There are people running backwards and forwards. There are villagers trying to get past you or trying to get to their homes, put them out. So it's just an absolute chaos fest. So there is nothing, as far as you could see, directly blocking your paths. Yet.
I think. Should we roll athletics then to actually make a mad dash to the stables then?
I think athletics will probably be a
Probably
high
the best
DC
bet.
now.
Ooh, I got lucky with that first one.
We can try athletics again, yeah.
Okay.
Mind if I roll?
Well, we're all rolling, honey.
Yeah, it's a group check on this one.
All right, all rolling then.
Okay, so athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics. Ooh,
7.
4 plus 2, 6.
17.
18.
Ash,
Better than the 10 I had.
you don't have to do custom rolls in your
Oh.
character sections. There'll be things like perception, athletics, whatnot. If you click on like the +4
Go
or the
to your
+2,
skills.
it will do it for you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go to your skills and click the plus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
4.
19.
No, yeah, see what I mean? Like, press the magic button. Okay, so that's considered another success. Running through to this next section of area, you do manage to bypass a number of villagers and just wreathing piles of smoke, whatnot. Hang on, let's put this back on.
Yep.
Okay, I still need to figure out what the hell's going on with Bear's mic. It's pissing me off. Gotta fix it later.
What's wrong?
And sometimes when I speak, my audio comes through your mic and it does that echo thing. I thought I'd fixed it,
You
but
want
apparently
me?
not.
You want me to try the corded one or something?
Nah, we'll fix it later.
Artie wants to meet the dwarf. Okay.
Okay, so running into this next section, I just need to actually pull up the map here. 1 second, just so I can gauge exactly where you are. Download.
Hang on, is the axe still lodged in my chest at this point?
Probably.
No,
Okay.
you lodge the axe into the beast's chest.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
thought
the
they said.
beast.
Like,
I thought you.
you hit him and tackled him through the window.
Ah.
It's a big axe for a little guy.
I just be glad I'm not using my axe on you.
Okay, running into this next section. See, there it goes again. That fucking mic.
Anyway.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what that is. So, running into this next section, there are signs of battle as you come into this. It's actually another Y intersection. You look around. There are a number of dead Crown's Guard on the ground. There's piles of dead villagers scattered about the place. There's obvious signs of battle in this area. Who wants to roll a perception check?
Actually,
I mean,
I
will.
I can.
You two go.
I was about to say
I've
that I was
got a
gonna roll
+5.
50 seconds roll.
Yeah, I've got +5 in
14
perception.
plus 5 is 19.
Okay.
Nice.
Damn,
22.
22.
Okay.
My perception's fine.
Visibility is getting harder to see because of the, not only is it nighttime, but because of the fire and the smoke. But with those checks, I thought Bear was yelling at me then. Here's to the wall. But because these guys did roll high enough, you do see to your right there are more soldiers currently fighting at the moment. To your left is clear.
Alright, then let's make a run for it to the left.
To the left end.
Fine with me. Let's go.
Alright,
And I'll say, because you rolled that, I'll count that as the third check because you saw where you were going. Like I said, this is going to be a lot of fine tuning to get the system to work because there's going to be more instances like this in the future.
Well, that's
So you're just gonna blow up every city we're in?
Sorry, what was that?
So you're just gonna blow up every city we're in?
No, but I did say this
Hopefully.
campaign was heading towards war. So
Yeah.
there's going to be big settings going on. You can't fight. If you really want, you can fight an entire army, but it may take
We'll
a
just
minute.
blow up the
I'm
we'll
gonna
just blow up the
die.
next city ourselves.
No.
Okay. So for the fourth check, you went to the left. You went down that way. All right. Fourth check. You are. There's a lot of Y intersections in this place. There's like left, right, left, right. So for the. Was that the? Yeah, that was third. So this is fourth.
I'll roll for perception then, if that's alright.
Yep.
Alright. 18.
18? Okay. Looking around, you can definitely see signs of battle have moved to this area. It could have been from those guys that you saw earlier. They've gone around the bend. There are definitely more, not so many Crown's Guard, but more just standard villagers just scattered about this place. But for the moment, it's clear. If you continue south.
Then let's continue south. We're actually getting close to the stables.
As long as we make it to the stables.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm short as hell, so I don't know where I will be going. So I'm relying on you guys.
You need upsies?
I will
I-
hit you with my small hammer if you keep asking me this.
I think because of my
I'll be nice and ask
background,
if you
I
want
actually
a
remember
lift.
like the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
if I live.
That's true. We do have nature tracks.
So I have
Nature checks. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can do a nature
have-
check.
I have this.
You can recall general layout, terrain, settlements, and the features around you. Well, there you go.
Actually saw that one like just looking around my stuff. I think it was today.
See? Amazing what happens when you look at your character.
It was literally only in my description. Like, nowhere else does it say it.
All right, so for the fifth check, you guys are almost to the stables. You can see across the main area, you are probably about 200 meters away from the stables, but there is a larger road separating you. So you got road all the way down, big road going left to the right, and you're coming up on an intersection basically.
The more intersection we actually go by, the more time I'm more worried about the fights getting closer.
Oh, I'm worried about it too.
I had to open my big mouth.
Ah, fuck.
Sorry, I was hoping I had that to fade in. It didn't.
Nope.
But you hear that in the
Right.
distance.
Now might be the time to stealth across this big intersection.
Yeah,
Ah,
that'd be a good idea.
or maybe we
Let's
can
stealth
actually. What's the road made out of? Is it gravel?
The road you're on currently is just dirt road at the moment. The intersection going left to right, that seems to be cobblestone.
So
Yeah,
even if we stealth good enough, they won't hear nothing.
If I haven't left my minor axe, I would have actually dug a hole here to actually get us through here. Unfortunately, I don't have one. Oops.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to try and run? Do you want to have a look at what's coming?
I'd say we actually make a run for it.
I don't know. Part of me's like a big road with that in the distance. Either we should peek around the corner and check, or really stealth it, or a bit of both.
Just stealth.
Peek and stealth.
I agree.
I say we stealth.
Can I do a
even if
perception
we see
check
what's
to
around
peek
us.
around the corner, maybe?
Well, don't forget, you can fly too, so you can probably fly on a roof and look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either way, can I sort of? But I don't know if I still need to do perception to do scouting or not.
To actively look around to see what's around, yeah, that'd be a perception check.
All right. 20.
20? Okay.
Yeah.
So as you look around in this last section, you do see from those 4 steps as well, you do see a whole, you have a pretty good eyesight to the main gate that came in from originally from the south. Guards, a number of armored Righteous Brand soldiers are beginning to pour into the city. So this is the army of the Dwendalian Empire.
So those are like,
So
not,
that 10
they wouldn't
times
be
fast.
immediately hostile to us.
No, but you are a strange looking party.
Yeah.
We are outclassed and we look strange.
Okay. And the road that we're about to cross, is there anything there?
Currently, no, but within, I'd say, about 20 seconds time, the Righteous Brand, there are soldiers heading in that direction. So if you want to go, there is time.
Well, let's go.
Well,
for
in
it.
that case, yes, let's run.
Alrighty, I'll roll.
So we're running
that's
for
good.
athletics?
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone
Athletics
roll
again.
athletics.
16 for me.
14.
Are we all on athletics?
16.
An 8.
Uh,
I'm changing dice.
Damn.
I still
20
don't,
for me.
21.
I still don't understand why Bear runs.
Oh, well, I fly then.
So what do you trip
Don't
on?
I have
Air.
to technically...
Hey, if
Phone I have,
a sudden gust of wind could
Let's do
come
all
up
that.
and pick her up.
yeah, it picks me up and sends me backwards.
Got a
I
wing
mean,
caught
fires
in the
do
door.
create wind.
I am only a tiny little thing.
That's okay. So, with that check high enough, you guys managed to just make it away across the road without too much issue, and you are now outside the stables.
Ah,
All right.
there we go. There we go. We actually made it to the stables. Yeah.
I want
Is
to
there?
find where they're keeping
I'm
our
go-
horses and
I say we do
Call.
a perception check to even
I
see
was-
if our horses are still here.
Okay. Roll perception.
Perception.
guess I'll roll one.
Ah,
Perception.
well, piss.
21.
Yeah,
3.
yeah, Graham, you have no idea which horses there's.
I mean, it fits.
So,
I mean,
I'll go 12.
Which horses did you guys rode on?
okay, so
Four-legged things that are horses.
pretty quickly, even though there are a number of horses and other sorts of animals in this stable, you do manage to find. You had 2 horses, didn't you?
Yes.
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 Yeah, so you managed to find them relatively quickly. Their cart is still nearby to where they were. So it would not take long to get the cart together with the horses and hitch it back up if you wish to try to leave, but the main gate does still have guards coming through it.
The other
I
thing
can
is,
try to blow
if
them
we're
away.
the other thing is, if we are wanting to go in the sewerage system to chase our comrades, we're not going to be able to take horses and a cart.
Well,
Yes. That is true.
it's true.
I need
But
literally only
instead
just
of
thought of that.
Instead of taking the horses, we could let the horses go so they can actually get out.
Nah,
And
we're
then find
best
them
to
later.
keep. I still reckon we're best keeping them there. That
As you're-
didn't sound
Where they
very
can get
promising.
crushed.
As you're also
Dan?
yes.
I was just actually about to ask, how far has the sounds of like the battle and all that, the fires, have they come to the stables? Like, are they near the stables or are they just?
I would say currently there are fires nearby, but nothing within your immediate vicinity. Now, that large bang you heard, 2 of you did manage to see it with your passive perceptions. Where the dragon was, there was this huge flash of light.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
That doesn't seem good.
So who actually saw it?
Well, that would be me and Nurin.
Okay.
So yeah, the highest perceptions.
Bear
What are
too.
your guys' perceptions?
I have 15 passive perception.
Yeah, I was
I
about to
got
say,
20. He got
I was
21.
gonna say Niran is 13,
10 for me.
Penguin is 9,
And mine's
and
15.
Nimbus is 9.
Yeah, I think it was talking about passive perception, not the
Yeah,
perception we rolled.
that's just your passive perception. So like just to notice things generally in the world, like how quickly you pick up a flash in the distance.
Yeah, mine's 15.
10 for me.
That's right. I have to write yours down too now. Better quickly get that.
Mine, I believe, is 13.
No, yours is 15. dude.
I've got quite
Oh, yeah,
high
it is 15.
passive perception.
Shush.
I think actually, besides Giram, I'm the lowest here.
No, Nimbus.
Guru, it's Graham.
Graham, sorry.
I told you to put
Good
the
on
E.
him.
Wait, what's your name again, sir?
I'm just gonna call you good on
That's-
him.
It's kind of hard to pronounce.
Or
I'm gonna
it's
come up with
actual
something else.
If you do come up with something else, I will hit you with that hammer of mine.
Yeah, get used to it, matey. You're part of the group now.
I'll call you a ball and I'll chuck you.
I'm just gonna call him good on him.
Be careful who you're chucking, because I'm more likely to headbutt you along the way.
I'll just call you Mini Me.
Oh,
Now look, there's enough fighting around us. Can we fight amongst ourselves later?
hell,
We've already lost our drunken ass.
That would be
no
a good
point
idea.
fighting without our drunken ass here. He is our most entertainment. We must get him back.
Don't worry, I'll deal with the tall, lanky one later. We'll go get your friends shortly.
We need to find Kasori as well.
Yes, our little quiet
Ooh.
friend that we must break out of her shell.
Mhm.
I swear when I
Yay.
get her back, I am going to smack her silly until she talks.
I think I suggest we smack them both silly. For
Yeah,
This is
I've
already
tried
silly.
that. I've tried that with Nimbus. It's just.
So while you're all having this conversation around a cart and everything is currently on fire around you, and smoke and death and destruction,
Oh yeah, of course.
you hear the. I won't play the audio again because it's too loud.
Oh,
A number of the not Crowns Guard, sorry, the Righteous Brand, they do see your party there, and three of them do come over to approach you guys.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
oh wait, I'm actually part of the Righteous Brand, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, don't
Good.
worry about. Don't worry. May I throw a? What do I need to throw to actually let them know it's me, and not some other folk?
This is one thing we forgot to talk about. If you had an insignia or anything.
Insignia. Oh. Right. Oh dear.
Check your notes.
Oh yeah. Military.
There is something
rank
else in there.
normally if you got a soldier's background, normally you should have one in there.
Yeah,
We have a specific story.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. Sorry.
So as these guards approach, you're there. What is your business? The city is currently under siege. What are you doing here?
Oh, Sergeant. That's right. I'm Sergeant. All right. I'll roll. Can I roll intimidation to actually back them off, please?
What do you say to them?
Oi! What are you doing going after the sergeant of the? Sorry. Of the what did I say? Of the
Righteous Brand.
of the Righteous Brand. Why are you going off at the sergeant of the Righteous Brand? Don't you know who your commander is? All right, roll intimidation.
Okay, yeah.
22.
Okay. So after hearing that, and then two of them begin looking you up and down. Shut up, Bob. They begin to look up and down, and sorry, I just brain farted. Stop. Music was distracting me.
God.
So yeah, they begin looking up and down. You do see some like recognition in the faces as they slowly begin to get back. Understood, sir. Be safe
Yeah.
out there.
Well, get yourself back out in the fight and make sure all the villagers are back to safety. The last thing we need is an all-out war.
I'm sorry, sir.
That's your... Well, hop to it. 2-4, up the front, now.
As you say that, they turn around and begin to start to get moving quickly. There is another Righteous Brand. He riding up onto a horseback.
Mm-hmm.
He does see this and sees you, and he begins to make his way over to you.
What do you want, you wee lad?
As the soldier turns to run up to you quickly, they do have a bit of a slimmer, more slender frame. And then they open up the helmet. Graham. I was wondering if it would see you again in the city still. You recognize this person immediately.
My good friend. It's actually good to see you. Sorry that I didn't actually return very quickly to front. had to deal with the beasts on the second floor. Unfortunately, I actually came across these fine folks, and they're actually looking for their friends as well. Been taken from a great worm, I have heard. Any ideas of where they could be?
If they have not been eaten immediately, reports say there are certain areas beneath the sewers, but perhaps if you could help us in this conflict, I'm sure we can get some soldiers searching immediately.
Well, sorry, I have to help these lads out first. They have a missing party, but I'll make sure I actually come to front and forth to make sure that these wars will be concluded peacefully.
Okay.
For now, you're in command. Make sure these soldiers get there to front and make sure they get their villagers back to safety. Understood?
I was about to quickly just jump in and say, before we kept going too far, you do recognize this person. This is the Lawmaster Arentho.
Lawmaster Arentho. Oh.
So this is the person who dictates all the laws within the city.
Oh.
So this is a higher up. That's why I want to quickly jump in there.
Fair enough.
This is the one, for story purposes, this is the one you came to the city and warned about the attack that you have been through.
Yeah.
See, read your notes.
Read my notes. Sorry. Sorry.
Well, I could have said her name. I was trying to get there, but we jumped ahead.
Sorry, my bad. Oh, sorry, I didn't recognize you. Got any orders? Got any orders for me?
So, what are you doing with these individuals at the moment?
Unfortunately, good sir. Unfortunately, they actually lost two of their party members due to the giant worms. I thought I might give them a bit of a hand.
Understood. I cannot spare you any soldiers currently during this current crisis, but you perhaps begin searching into the sewer system, or if you lay low till the battle is over, we will conduct as much of a search as we can. Perhaps even Cerberus members may be able to assist us, or the soul. So I must get back to commanding the forces.
We're stretched so thin. Allow me to actually take care of this problem of the giant worms on the underground. You think you can handle the top when I'm gone?
We'll certainly do our best. I'll see if I can find one of the soul members and send them your way immediately. And
all right.
She turns around onto the horse and that was the worst horse sound.
As he goes, I say, to front to you, brother. Hopefully the city will go well.
It's a woman.
Everybody's brother in arms.
Didn't read those notes.
Well, damn.
Okay, so as she begins galloping off, she begins yelling out and barking orders to a number of different soldiers. You see a couple that scurry off in the direction away from the battle, perhaps searching for somebody. So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna try and make sure the horses stay calm. So I'm gonna do an animal handling check.
Sure, roll for
it. +5 on that.
Well,
16.
I can actually speak naturally. It's part of my thing.
Well, he already did it.
No, not to sort of rub it in or anything.
I can actually can't speak of animals.
Well, the horses look at Kiro, and they seem to nestle into him as a source of comfort while they kick their heels in the direction of Aethra.
Yeah, hate me.
You saying Niran?
Never mind. I was just about to say, don't they speak Druidic? Like both Bob and Anethra?
Yeah, we do, but I don't believe that lets us speak to animals.
No, I've got a special feature that allows me, because of my circle, my druid circle, my circle of shepherd, I get speech of the woods. So beasts can understand my speech, and I gain the ability to decipher their noises and motions.
Okay,
Well,
so
how about we head for the sewers?
Yes, I was going to say, I think I've got where I remember writing where the headed figure went. So I don't know whether we should try and head towards that way and go that way, or if we should just perception check and try and find the nearest
How
sewer.
How far away is the one where you chased the hooded figure from here?
Well, I'm not 100% sure that's the thing. I know it's southeast. A gate with water was all that was described by the DM.
Yeah, the road sort of dips down like into the like a very large drained area with the gated entrance to the sewer. And it's not too far away from your current position.
Okay.
So it's still a good couple hundred meters away.
At least it's somewhere that I know to go. So rather than searching around in chaos, so it's really up to you guys. So either we can head to that place where I'm aware of where to go, or we can try and search around in the scuffle and try and find another entrance.
I could just go to that one.
I say we just go to the one we know.
Yeah, probably back to that.
Head up to the actual sewers.
Yeah.
Main entrance.
So I'll speak to the horses and let them know that we will be back for them, not to panic.
Yep.
Yeah, let them know we will be back. We will let no harm come to them. We just have to get Nimbus and Kasori, and then we will come and rescue them and get out of here. Just to keep them calm and whatever.
Okay. As you're trying to sell these horses, whatnot, and they seem for the most part to respond and understand. You hear a group of soldiers approaching. As you look over, and my God, these web pages are terrible. Sorry. You open a browser and like my stream wants to implode. You see two Righteous Brand soldiers heading your direction, and an elven man with blonde hair and about average height, stocky build, shoulders, heading in your direction as well. But very, not fine, but almost, actually, Niran, you would have seen someone like this. He is wearing the uniform of the Cobalt Soul.
Right.
So, as this person approaches you, I was told by Loma Sarentha that you required someone from the Cobalt Soul. What business do you need?
Is that to? Yeah, that's to me.
This is to the group.
Well, we actually need some help to actually find two of these lost party members that's been taken away from the giant worms. That happened a little bit recently. I think you can actually give us a bit of a hand.
From our understanding of the great purple worms from Zadash, were they swallowed?
Groups?
I believe so.
Then
Yeah.
I fear that their chances are rather slim. You said it went further.
He's a drunken ass. I can guarantee you he'll be survived. We must go after him still, sir. Please give us any info you can.
Where did this occur?
About 500 meters that way.
About nearly 100.
I think it'll be about that way.
For
About 100
reference,
meters close to me.
Yeah, for about reference, you're just below the Pentamarket.
Pentamarket, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah. I was going to say, not far from the actual Cobalt Soul itself, I didn't think.
No, not too far away at all.
If it was about 500 meters away, that's about 100 meters close to me when I felt that rumble.
Okay, well, it's a very precarious situation right now. You understand? your friends, whether or not they're alive, they could be anywhere. Beneath the dash is a scrolling system of sewers. There are reports of possible cave systems below that, but we haven't had the time or the resources to further investigate these things.
How many caves in estimation do you say, lad?
We don't know for sure. It could be one, could be dozens.
Can you give us any information on these worms?
These worms are most commonly seen over in the Jorhas region. Typically, we do not engage them in battle, but the Kryn seem to use them as a frequent means of going under cities and for travel to surprise attack their enemies.
Funny enough, I had those problems before back in my mining days. But that will be another story.
Ah, I see. Okay, yes. If there's some way we can win this battle in the morning, we can put our archivists to work and perhaps research more what's beneath the city and where your friends may be.
Yeah.
Right
We
now,
don't have that
we
kind
have to
of
wait.
time.
If you wish to search the sewers, be my guest, but there's nothing more we can do till this battle is over.
Once the battle is over, kind sir, if we have not returned with them, please feel free to do that. We must, however, begin our search ourselves.
We will do what we can.
Thank you.
Right. Well, looks like I'll be coming with you, lads. No one knows the sewers more better than I do.
Well,
I
thank you
think they're
very
lost
much.
forever. We should just leave.
Well, I don't know if you.
Right.
I shall introduce us. I am a racer. This is Bast over here. That tall, lanky shithead over there is Alf. We have Kuro here. This nice, quiet one over here is Murin. Have I forgot anyone?
No.
No. I think we got it all.
Yeah.
Our two missing ones, our drunken ass, Nimbus, and our very quiet one, Kasori. Those are our missing comrades. And you may be?
Are you talking to me or Ash?
I'm talking to Ash.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Where is my manners? My name is Graham. I actually came far from the south to actually take part of this job. I've heard that they will actually be giving me a lot of gold so I can actually travel back to actually get more resources for the mines, more likely tools, and to find more exotic materials that could help out people left, right, and center. But I'm just a simple miner guard, but just for now, I'm a guard as for this city.
Yeah, your
That
name's
is
still too hard
very,
to
very.
pronounce.
For a second, I thought you said minor god. I was like really confused.
Yeah, at first I thought you were saying God.
Then
and I'm like,
let me reiterate, I'm the
Guard?
security for the mines.
Yeah, I got that.
it is very,
Wise ass.
Do you have any
very
other
nice
names that you
to
go by?
meet your acquaintance.
Well,
Shall we continue this? Things are progressing rather quickly, and it sounds like we have a large search on our hands.
well,
Certainly does.
well, if,
I suggest we just go to the sewers.
well, if we're
Alright.
quick enough, well, if we're quick enough, we might be able to save your friends. That's for sure.
Alrighty, well, let's all head off. So we start heading towards that gate that I saw the headed figure, headed, oh my god. I hope everyone's headed. Hooded figure.
We're heading off to the
What about the
sewers. We
headless
saw the
horseman?
hooded figure.
Yes.
Okay. So as you start to make your way up the street, you can see that the righteous band that have poured into the city, this is more than a few guys. This is like a few hundred strong have just come through this gate and have begun to disperse themselves amongst the city. You do still hear the faint whispers of battle, and there are still many fires to roil, but some of them have begun to die down. So it does sound like this city is starting to get under control. So for the area that you are proceeding through, it seems to be clear for the moment.
Sweet.
So making your way. Every time I say that, my brain keeps going to the song. Making your way downtown. Critical Role actually has done that to me. Because every time someone would go, make your way, they'd all fucking do that. Now it's burned into my brain now. I can't unsee it.
Do we also need the that battle music with that horn?
Originally, the song is called Intrigue, I know, but it was like I didn't get a chance to put in more audio because I was that busy today. Sorry.
Well, at least we're not doing the dwarf song, you know. Hi ho, it's off to work we go.
Well, I can go back to the explosions.
It's dig the hole.
We could.
Okay.
Those are called volatile reaction.
What was that?
It's called volatile reaction.
There you go.
Mm.
Wait. You sent me a video. What is this?
Oh, okay.
Interesting. All right. So you make your way across the city, and it's only obviously a few 100 meters away, and you make yourself to this sort of section where you lost that person you were in pursuit of earlier that day.
Before we jump in, the sewers, how dark is it?
It is, I'd say by now it is pretty close to midnight.
Right.
So,
I shall
black?
cast.
Telling you.
So in other words, everyone will be following
Produce
me.
flame.
Okay.
And that'll give us some light.
You do
Well,
also
good
have.
I can
idea.
also.
Telling you about the drift globe.
Does anyone actually hold on? Have a look in inventories to see if anyone has torches.
None of us have
I don't think
torches.
I do.
I do.
Hold on.
I do, but I also have
All
dark
right,
vision
'cause
as well.
All right.
I have
If
dark
someone has,
vision. I
I
don't need torches.
I have a stack of torches. I also have the what's it? The drift globe. So
Yeah. Terrari just said that you've got the drift globe.
yeah. Well, between because there's only what there's 5 of us.
2 of you have dark vision.
And
All right,
Yeah.
2
10
have dark
torches.
vision, and between the drift globe and my produce flame, there'll be plenty of light.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, even my
But like I
produce
said-
flame would almost be enough for the 3 of us. It's a 10-foot radius, I think.
10 feet is not much.
I know.
10 feet is like 1 square.
Pretty much.
True.
Red screen. I need a screen.
All right. Well, we'll get the drift
yeah.
as
Look,
well.
I could use light, which is 20, which is 20 foot,
Yeah.
and dim
should
light
be
for
enough
another 20
for
feet after
3.
that.
Yeah. Mine does. Yeah, 10 foot and then dim light for 10 feet. So,
Okay.
alright, so I'm
I
gonna
have
do
torches.
produce
What's
flame.
with the torch?
Okay.
And the torch is pretty much just the same because I've got 10 torches.
Alright, well, who's got the torches? Sorry.
I do.
Same here.
I mean, I also have 10
I
of
do.
them.
Alright,
I
so
know that
who's
would be a
got
back-
dark
back
vision? We've
puzzle.
got Bass and is it Graham that's got dark
Graham.
vision?
Yep.
Graham and
Alright.
last 60 feet.
With me.
Alright, so Niren, you've got the drift globe, don't you?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Can someone give Alf a torch? I
don't need
will
one.
then use Druid Craft to light it.
I don't need one.
We'll
Alf
find
already
One
it.
of
has
my torches and
torches.
use a tinderbox to light it. Actually, is that
No,
one?
it's just a cantrip. It doesn't cost me anything.
Okay.
It's me literally like clicking my fingers and lighting it.
Mm.
Like fucking with a tinderbox.
All right.
I don't need one.
I suggest you're having a flame just in case it wouldn't hurt.
I cast dark vision on myself.
But then that's wasting a spell slot, isn't it?
Don't matter.
It is if we're about to become in big battle. Oh my god, Ass. Okay, you do that. All good. All good. All right, let's continue. Welcome to the group, Graham. Can I have that big axe? Maybe just smack it into my head, please.
You know what? I'd be happy to smack it for you, but I'd rather not hurt a little fairy. Thank you very much. So no.
God damn it.
Is that a big axe or is it a small axe?
Do you want to
It's
find
gonna be a-
out?
Oh, hush. Let's just go.
Okay, we shall continue.
Alright. Getting back on track.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that was a long conversation about fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm shutting up. So, as you all begin to make your way into this sewer system, you still feel the occasional faint rumbling of the ceiling and the ground above you. Just, clearly, there's still some battle and means going on above, but beyond that, you have no idea. So, in this sewer right now, it's not the widest. It's about 1.5 wide. So you can get one or two people going side by side together if you kind of squish, but these tunnels are not designed for multiple people. It smells so bad right now. There is this water everywhere. The occasional rat. There's probably almost ankle high. There's like water trickling through to this very dark tunnel that you are now proceeding through. After about 5 minutes of walking, just splush, 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 and you just being embroiled in this darkness and the smells, and just you do come across almost, I wouldn't say like an antechamber or anything, but kind of like an intersection of a sewer system. It goes left, right, forwards. What do you guys do? You have gone into the situation completely blind.
While I'm thinking of it, did we get a rest of any kind, like, before the war started?
Yes. Originally, yeah. After that one, nothing really happened, so... So you guys should all be fully rested.
Yeah.
If I was a giant worm that took my friends, which way would I be?
Let's see.
You're so screwed down here.
Terrible.
Dragons,
You're
elementals.
haunted.
I'm dead.
So,
Maybe we really shouldn't have done this.
so
Well, let's play any, miny, mo.
Actually, may I throw a perception roll for to actually see any signs of loose rubbles on the wall to actually tell if we're close so far.
So you're looking for any kind of like major disturbance to the walls?
Yes.
Okay, roll perception.
All right. Roll
Perception or investigation, whichever you choose.
Perception or investigation?
Yeah, either one.
Let's go investigation. I'll roll piss poor. I've rolled a 9.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Looking around, there are signs of damage, degradation to all of these tunnels and the walls. Like the sewer system in this place, and you would know this being a dwarven stone cutting. This is like a cobblestone type sewer. It's not like a mud tunnel or anything. This area of the city is quite old.
Okay.
Fair enough.
The tunnel that
Okay, I
goes
have
to the left
one
and the right,
thing.
do they actually go like to the west or the east?
There's go left and right. You don't know.
I mean, like
Yeah.
currently though,
Yeah.
like do they branch enough to look like they head that way?
That's something we do not know.
Okay.
Like underground, that's something too it's very difficult to kind of figure out.
True.
I can always roll a perception having also dark vision.
Would you kindly throw that, please? I think I've actually lost some
What?
track of the mines, of the sewers.
My
I'm
perception's
just gonna.
pretty high.
Is there any rats nearby?
Nah,
Yeah,
I got a 9 too. We both
Yeah.
sucked.
There's the occasional rat running to and from in either directions.
Are they intelligent enough for me to interact with them?
What does it say on your stat?
I have speak of animals I could use, and I think that gives
Rat intelligence is 10. Keen smell. Intelligence.
I'm only
10,
asking
wisdom 17.
because of my circular shepherd thing, being able to communicate with them. Is there a way that I can attempt?
Well, what does your thing say? Because I'm pretty sure there's a limit to what you can speak to that can, in some ways, respond or like engage. A rat has an intelligence of 2.
That's why I was asking intelligence-wise what it had, because because I can just I have gained the ability to decipher their noises and motions. That's all. That's not actual speech. I can.
think my big animals might actually be useful here, since at minimum these can give you information about nearby location, monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and ask about ask the rats if they've seen anything about those large worms.
Okay. So you.
Oh, I should maybe take so. It was good. That lasts 10 minutes.
Okay, I need to actually just really quickly just look up the spell just for my own knowledge as well. Give me 2 shakes here. So that was beach speech, was it?
Speak
Yeah, it
with
was Speak
animals.
with Animals.
Speak with animals, okay. Give me to comprehend and verbally communicate with the beast. Knowledge of the beast is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, beast can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including what they can perceive. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for your DM's discretion. Right, okay. So even if they can't like communicate, they can gesture. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you did. One rat begins to scurry by, and he's stopped to take a second to have a nice little conversation with a rat. And
We just realised how it is for a bird to be like talking to a rat.
yeah. So
About as odd as the cat going to.
Talking
Well,
to a cat is a bit weird, but I don't mind.
okay,
There are rats.
So unable to really speak or articulate much, the rat does indicate back down the tunnel to which it came, which would be to the left.
To the left. Huh.
You don't get much else beyond that because it's a rat and then they're not very intelligent.
Guess we
Not
head
very
that
well.
way.
Smaller prey runs away from bigger things.
Hmm.
And then
Yep.
the rat
All right.
scurries off. Like that bat.
So you can speak to rats. Interesting.
Apparently.
He plays with his food.
Theory on where we're gonna go. I
To
reckon
the left we
we're gonna be
go.
underneath my spires.
Alright, left we go then.
Reckon.
Let's go then.
Okay. You begin proceeding even further down into this sewers. The smell in this place is just undulating, just bad. Like at some points that you have to physically cover your faces because there's just almost turning sulfuric this smell at this point. This is the entire city's runoff in a sewer system that you are ankle deep in walking through.
Oh, really? Is these guys worth it? Oh.
Yeesh, this is also. This can't be this good. I've been through worse, but this is absolutely horrific.
And it just dawned on me,
I swear to
Graham would almost be waist deep in this. Almost.
I'm glad. Is it tall enough for me to at least be flying? Because otherwise I'd be underwater.
Yeah.
I don't think I can fly in here.
Yeah, Aether could because of wings and positions. Kuro, not a chance.
Yeah.
But you're sort of like hovering in places.
Hey, Graham, do you want to ride on my shoulders?
I will slap you silly if you keep asking me questions.
We're just dying because we're creatures.
Like I've been through worse than you, lads. Unfortunately, I have actually gone through the mines that have me up to my chin with sulfuric acids.
All I can say is Nimbus is gonna fucking pay for this, the drunken ass.
Oh well, if he manages to be alive, I'll happily slap him for ya.
Y'all leave my brother alone.
Ouch, shut the
one
fuck
that
up.
wants
Look
to
at what
rob
we're
him.
going through.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, me. That
Actually,
is
hang on.
my brother.
Sorry, a brother from a different mother, or you were both born at the exact same time?
No, we're both brothers.
Yeah.
No,
So we
we're
reckon.
not.
One of them don't know their parents.
Brother.
We
You
are
don't know?
brothers.
If by
Brother.
chance, if by chance,
Exclamation mark.
I don't think you look like your brother. You look like more like a tall, lanky fellow who doesn't know what he was doing.
You don't even know what my brother looks like. Thank you.
Yeah, correct.
Definitely not like you, Al.
But can we stop dilly-dallying and get ourselves out of the sulfuric acid? I'm about
Agreed.
to get queasy.
I'd
Agreed.
very much like to get out. Let's
Yeah.
find them.
After proceeding for a little while through this sludge and dredge and this horrificness of this place, you end up coming along another intersection. Like, this is just a sprawling system of sewage. Like, without a guide or a map, you will very easily be lost down here.
Wherever.
Great.
So righty, may I throw a perception check this time?
Sure.
But would my
I think I better as
wisdom
well.
will still be up.
Yeah, alright, let's go. Oh well, great. 6. That's piss poor.
Yeah, it's cobblestone. What was that, Kuro?
Would my speaker panel
Good
still
for
be
me, because I got 21.
I would say yeah, Kuro still would be. If you want to roll a perception check to see if you can spot another route.
I got
up?
21.
Button perception.
What were you checking best?
9. I do
I'm
not see
looking
another
for. I'm looking for disturbances and kind of which way the other creatures would be going, besides the rats.
Well, the rats seem to be going in when the times you had seen them in all directions. They don't seem too bothered by all this. In many cases, they're for all intents and purposes, they are swimming up shit creek and they do not mind.
They're going on with their daily life.
Pretty much, like this is what rats do. They live for the chaos. So,
Are there any disturbances I can see?
with the 21 from your current relocation, not really, no. Just more sediment and disruption over time between the stones and not having the knowledge exactly to see if anything was forced in the differences between. It's impossible to tell.
Alrighty.
Oh, we west, but we keep going left.
Or we could head
Did
back up and
Terraria
wait till we
find
have
a
better
rat?
help.
No, I couldn't. I got a 9 for perception.
Yeah. You did see a
Even
rat, but
better.
it went back that way. You missed it.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Well,
I'm thinking we should go back and like help with the battle, and like afterwards we can go find them. So we actually have like a guide.
I'm fortunate we're a bit too deep in the sewers.
We've
Go
only
back
went
and-
down one passage.
Yous are not very far.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably could go back.
Walking
I
through,
mean, you may be deep in it.
you've probably been walking for about 20, maybe 30 minutes maximum.
But here's the thing: do you want to go back to the sulfuric acid, though?
I think we're still in it, sir.
I don't think. Did we? I think
No,
we
I was
got
saying
that.
like the smell was almost sulfuric, like just how strong it was hitting you. There's no, you're not walking through acid.
Oh, well, do you want to go through
Well,
those kind of smells
The
again?
better question is how long do they have in the worm for us to actually be able to save them without them dying?
We don't know.
We got
That's
lost
the
down
thing.
here.
Well,
That got
that,
long.
you were talking to a guy who sort of knew things.
And no one asked it.
Well, I was asking. I
Yeah.
started to.
Mm,
All he told us was they're lost forever.
If we go back now, we won't be able to save your friends. That is for sure. These worms are not really very. These worms are not very nice.
No, that'd be alright.
Oh, so says the person who's missing his brother.
No, that's also the one that wants
I
to
know
rob his
my
brother
brother. He is strong.
Yeah.
What is he
and
doing?
leave him naked in an alley.
No offense, if we get lost, we're not going to be much help to them.
I was going to say, the DM itself just literally told us we're not going to get anywhere without a guide.
I'm still
We
laughing.
shall listen to the DM.
I'm still laughing at what Bob said.
Oh, yeah.
Swallowed by a worm. You're currently knee deep in shit. Be alright.
Someone clip that, yeah. I want to make something funny out of it.
Am I
You're
killing
killing
the
the
DM?
DM.
I can't do that.
Please don't.
Damn construction job lately is just nothing but dust. Not even on days I haven't sanded anything. I feel like I'm coughing up fucking mountains.
And do you want to go back and help the fight then?
I don't think we have much of a choice.
All right, then let's head back.
I mean, I only have one idea, but I don't think it'll help us out with all these smells.
Well,
What's that
what's your
idea?
idea?
Wild shape and then try to track them down through smell. But it's pretty rank down here.
Good luck with that. I think your nose would fall off. You'd probably have more luck
I think
sticking
the
your nose
wild
up your
shape
ass.
would be
If that
Yeah.
was the case, I could have found them.
I think the wild shape would also be in the water.
Yeah, probably.
And the problem is, they didn't come from this part. They were taken from a whole different section. This is my bad, people. I honestly thought this might have been a good idea. And it just shows how stupid I am. Do not listen to the fairy. She is dumb.
Hey, Bob.
Yes.
What level can you go up to in wild shape?
Half rating, I believe.
Okay.
What circle did
Circle of the Moon,
You
but I
take-
think it's
Yeah, it
challenge
gets higher.
half.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure it's like half. It should tell you.
Well,
Yeah, I'm trying to.
sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
I was gonna say, because we have a newbie with us tonight, I will do something. Probably because I'm terrible at this, I'm not fleshing things out, all that kind of stuff. Would you guys like a little bit of a hint?
Sure, we're not going to say no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bob kind of had like an interesting idea of trying to find them with the scent. Wild shape is more than just turning into a dog and fighting. There are other forms with abilities.
Yeah, but actually, I just looked. It's next level is when I get half rating. I'm still at quarter rating right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at one right now that's a quarter rating that you could use.
But is it one that I would have seen before?
Going through the forests? Yes. I would say. It's a pretty common thing.
Is it like one of the spiders?
No.
There.
That's
Is
one of
it
the ones
by
I
any
want to
chance?
go to. Become a spider and crawl along. I hate spiders. It is...
But
Well, spiders also don't have a sense of smell.
yes, they do.
There's more vibration.
They have a sense of smell.
Vibration would work.
No, but I'd have a lot of fun crawling along the root tunnel.
Oh, I realized I have stone cunning. I should have read history to actually understand if anything gone erupt. If
So yeah, I gave you that little hint just to help out, just to think outside the box a little bit. There are other options, like you have an entire library upstairs when the battle is over to possibly find a map. Maybe get more people, form a search grid. There are a number of ideas you could potentially do.
Probably best.
Exactly. But either way,
I think it might be a best idea to fall back and help the troops then.
I agree with you, Sergeant.
definitely fall and rethink.
Well, I'm always outvoted, so it's fine.
What did you say, Best?
I'm usually outvoted, so
What was your
fine.
idea? I was saying. Sorry.
Well, he could be a
What
spider.
was
'cause
your
he can sense all vibrations.
Yeah, Bass.
I missed all of that, honey. What'd you say?
He can be a spider because they
I
can
just
tell
asked
what different
why-
vibrations.
Oh
they
my.
are.
That's twice.
It was.
Oh no.
Sarah, shut up for a second. Whatever you just said
Say
then,
anything.
you are so delayed. Like, I heard you 2 seconds later trying to talk to Harley at the moment. You're coming through delayed, so when she's speaking, it just... Good God. What is this tonight?
Oh. Sorry. I don't know why I'm coming through. Like, I'll try swapping ear sides and see if that'll...
No, that's not the problem. You are delaying. There is a full second. I can hear you through the wall. So Harley had an idea for third time's the charm, if you want to still try. Okay, she's typed it. He can be a spider and he can sense the vibrations through the walls to determine which vibrations are the worms. More or less true, yeah? If you wanted to try something like that. Think outside the box.
If I use
Well, I'm happy to...
Sorry. If I'm using, if I use my history check of stone cunning, will it be better to actually tell which one has actually been disrupted, or will it not help me at all?
Well, you already sort of checked in the initial areas you're in. There was no real disturbance outside of just like wear and tear over time. If you got closer to those areas, you would probably see impacts or anything like that. Yeah, sure.
Fair enough. Well, then...
Because where you are currently in the sewer system is towards the outer edge of the city.
And and the worms were about 500 feet from us, so we're nowhere near.
Yeah, about in the middle of the city, so...
Alrighty. Well, I think it will be best to actually head back and actually help the troops, then just give us a bit of a wider search party to look for your friends, I believe.
Will it be helpful?
All right, then let's head back to fort.
Sorry, I do have to giggle a little bit. All this going on, and no one's gone. Do we have any shovels?
I've checked my equipment. I don't have any shovels.
I don't think that would
I do
help.
either.
Did anyone try digging for them?
Actually, I did
I have
suggest
tools,
shovels
I can
earlier.
dig.
Did you?
I don't have a
When
shovel.
they first got taken by the worm, I was like, "Do we have a shovel?"
No, yeah, he did.
I must have missed it.
None of us have shovels.
I think my passive perception, my hearing perception, is gone out.
I have claws. I can dig.
Yeah. So just as a point of reference, like there are a lot of ways you guys could tackle situations. Gonna think outside the box a little bit. And also, I'm also learning to help try and flush these things out for you without like making it obvious.
Just don't think I have much in terms of usefulness here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most useful thing I have is speak for animals.
Yeah. Oni,
Other than
it's
combat.
getting cold in here.
Yeah. Alright, I reckon we head out and, I don't know, go rethink what we're gonna do.
Alrighty.
All right. So as you pretty quickly, you know the way to making your way back through the sludge and the crap and more crap and water, occasional rats again. You do make your ways back out of the sewers. Looking into the distance, you guys do see that the fires have begun to settle a little bit. And sorry, I saw Oni in chat. As you're all trying to shake yourselves loose and get the occasional turd out of your boot. Bob. Sorry, Alf. You hear a certain voice in the back of your mind.
Yes.
And it's not the dragon. I can't imitate the voice because it is AI, but I'll just say this. You hear Kasori's voice in the back of your mind saying, "Hey, we're down in this big bloody hole. The worm is dead. Get us the hell out of here." And that's where we're in tonight's session.
Oh.